Hello student, my name is Padve Deepamala Arun, Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Srirampur, District Ahmednagar. Last lecture we also studied in the 12th science. The chapter number is 7. Its name is Elements of Group 16, 17 and 18. We already discussed all of this point. It's clear in this chapter. Now the last point is in this chapter is an interhalogen compound and the state of interhalogen compounds at a 25 degree centigrade. Means the temperature we can apply in this interhalogen compound, it's a state. What will be its state? We can discuss in this state of interhalogen compound. We know that the interhalogen compounds means two or more halogens atoms are combined with each other and then forms a new species, and those species are a neutral R form and neutral forms of the molecule. It's called as an interhalogen compound. For example, X dash. X means here is a X is a halogen having a more electropositive atom and it's a having a more or larger size of the X atom. Then X dash. X dash is a more electronegative atom and having a smaller in size. Means X and X dash are combined with each other. For example, chlorine atom and fluorine atoms are combined with each other and then forms the new interhalogen compounds. This is the example and classifications of the interhalogen compound we also discussed in the last lecture. In this lecture, we also discuss about those interhalogen compound. It's a state. What is the state in this interhalogen compound we will be discussed in this lecture. Now X and X dash, this is the first types of the interhalogen compound, and in which the more example, the first example is chlorine monofluoride, means ClF. Its name is a ClF and it's a chlorine monofluoride. It's a interhalogen compound. Now in this compound, its a state is a colorless gas. Chlorine monochloride is a colorless gas. Then second example of X and X dash interhalogen compound is bromine monofluoride. Bromine monofluoride, it's a bromine F, BRF, and its a state of BRF is pale brown gas. Its a state is pale brown gas in nature. Now the third example X and X dash is bromine monochloride, means BrCl. Here is a BrCl and BrCl is a gas form of the X and X dash classification and compounds. Now the fourth one is a ICl. ICl means iodine monochloride, and iodine monochloride is a brown red solid in nature. Iodine chloride is a brown red solid. Then last example in this X and X dash classification, the iodine bromide means IBr. IBr is a black solid in nature. This is the examples of the X and X dash interhalogen compound, and it's a state of interhalogen compound. The first one is a chlorine fluoride, it's a colorless gas. Second one is a bromine fluoride, it's a pale brown gas. Third one is a bromine chloride. Bromine chloride is a gas form. Then fourth one is a iodine chloride, and iodine chloride is a brown red solid in nature or state. Then last one is a iodine bromide, and iodine bromide is a fully black solid in nature. Now the next classification in this interhalogen compound is X3 dash, means three molecules of X are combined with one molecules of X. Here is a X and X3 dash. X is a, we know that X is a more larger size and more electropositive atom, and X3 is a more electronegative atom and it's a smaller in size. Means here is a chlorine one atom and combines with a 3 fluorine atom. Means its name is a chlorine trifluoride, ClF3. It's a chlorine trifluoride and its state is a colorless gas. Chlorine trifluoride is a colorless gas. Then next example is a bromine trifluoride, means BrF3. BrF3 is a yellow green liquid in nature. BrF3 is a yellow green liquid in nature. Third example is a iodine trifluoride. It's a IF3 and its state is a yellow powder. Iodine trifluoride is a yellow powder in a state. Now the last example in this X3-, it's a iodine trifluoride, means ICl3. ICl3 is a orange solid in nature. All of these four types of examples in the X and X3-. It's a first example is a chlorine trifluoride, and chlorine trifluoride is a colorless gas. Then second one is a bromine trifluoride, and bromine trifluoride is a yellow green liquid. Third one is a iodine trifluoride, and iodine trifluoride is a yellow powder in nature. And last one is a iodine trichloride, and iodine trichloride is a orange solid. This is the example of X and X3- classification of interhalogen compound. Now the next types is X5-. Here is, we know that X is having the halogen atom having a larger in size and more electropositive atom. Then X5 is a more electron negative atom and it's a smaller in size. This is the three example of the X and X5-. The first example is IF5. IF5 means iodine pentafluoride. Its name is iodine pentafluoride, and iodine pentafluoride as a colorless gas at a room temperature. Means here is a room temperature, the iodine pentafluoride is a colorless gas, but the solid below the 77 Kelvin means the temperature is applied in this iodine pentafluoride. Its temperature is a 77 Kelvin below its nature is a solid in nature, means iodine fluoride is a solid in nature. Now the next example is bromine pentafluoride, BrF3. BrF3 is a colorless liquid. Bromine pentafluoride is a state of colorless liquid in nature. Now the last example is a bromine pentafluoride. Here is a chlorine pentafluoride. Bromine pentafluoride is a colorless liquid and chlorine pentafluoride is also colorless liquid. This is the three example is a X and X5-. The first one is a iodine pentafluoride. It's a colorless gas at a room temperature, but the temperature is applied, it's a 77 Kelvin and it's a solid in nature. Now the next example is a bromine pentafluoride. Bromine pentafluoride and iodine pentafluoride is a colorless liquid. In this interhalogen compound, the classification is the last classification is X and X7-. Here is the last one is and only one compounds are found in this in nature. It's a fluorine is a 7 atom and 7 fluorine atoms are combined with a 1 iodine atom. Here is a 1 iodine atom is having a larger in size and more electropositive atom. Similar case, the fluorine is a opposite in size and it's a more electronegative atom and it's having a smaller in size, and that's why it's a combined with a 1 iodine atom, and its name is a iodine heptafluoride. Its name is a iodine heptafluorides, means 7 atoms of fluorines are combined with the 1 atoms of the iodine, and its state is a colorless gas. The iodine heptafluoride is a colorless gas. All of these 4 types of classifications of the interhalogen compound. The first one is a X, then second one is a X, X3-, third one is a X, X5-, and a 5 one is a X, X7-. All of these 4 types of the example and the state of the interhalogen compound. Now in this chapter, this is the last point is a interhalogen compound. In this lecture, the chapter is over, and the next lecture we will discuss in the new chapter and new topic we will study in the next lecture. Thank you.